with Do Not Disturb on the collarbone. As much as I wish I could have music, but no, I'd have to get in trouble for that, and I don't feel like finding other music. So thank you, YouTube, for that. Okay, look how pretty that is. I love how I like whenever I do this, I'm like, it's perfect for the beach. Whenever I'm at the beach, it's like my hair goes like this. I'm generally like exhausted within like, I don't know, from doing nothing and like from having a drink, that by the time I want to get dressed up to go out to dinner, I'm just like, no, I'm not doing it. I look like Monica from Friends when she goes to Jamaica. That was me in Jamaica on our honeymoon, and it wasn't pretty, and highlight would not have made it better. But I'm gonna say that I'm gonna use this when I go on vacation, guys. Okay. Hi guys, my name is Stefania. Welcome to my channel. So I invested in some Kylie cosmetics products. So for the longest time I was just like, no, I don't need those. I don't want them. Not so much I didn't want them, but just nothing to like really make me buy it. And then something happened. They had like a sale, and then I all of a sudden was like, I'll pick up a lip kit or like 2 lip kits, and then it just kind of kept snowballing. I haven't invested in any of her eyeshadow palettes just because I haven't seen one that's like made me go like, I really need that, or something that looks super unique. And since they don't have a return policy or exchange or anything like that, like I'm just too scared to pull the trigger. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on things that you recommend, or if there's any palettes that you do recommend, or you just kind of like, meh, like not so great. So I will get into products that I got. I hope you guys enjoy this little mini review. I am going to show it applying to my face and everything. As you can see, I have no bronzer or anything like that on because I did get a concealer. So I want to try that out with you guys and some other products. So let's get into the video. Thanks guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will get right into the video. All right, I had to turn on the fan because it's super hot in here. And I left the door open, so hopefully dogs don't go crazy and bark and really, really make me mad. So I did get the shade. I don't know why it's so dirty already. Okay, so I got the shade Autumn in a lip kit, which is the one I already put on just because I wanted to see what would match with eyeshadow and stuff like that. I know you guys have already probably either own one or you've seen a ton of reviews on these, and yes, they are a little bit drying, but I actually really do like these. Like every color I've got, even the weird ones, like I've gotten Butternut, which I feel like nobody was a fan of, and I loved it. I love weird lip tones, lip colors, like unwearable colors, and then I just figure it out. So I do have that one, and it's one of my favorites. And then I got this one and Exposed to try out. I haven't tried on Exposed yet, but I did get Autumn, and I do really like it. I think if you have Kristen, like you're probably like, it's super similar, but it's kind of like a little orangier and a little bit more like wearable, whereas Kristen's like super bright. So I don't know, sometimes I feel like I love these just to put in my bag to go to work because they already have the lip liner in them, and I really do enjoy the lip liners. I wish she just sold the lip liners, like all of them separately, because that's probably my favorite part of them. But I feel like it's still wearable lipstick. I don't get like super uncomfortable or cracky, and you guys know I talk about my dry lips all the time. So I do enjoy these for every day, and I don't really have any complaints about it. So I do like this shade a lot. Like I said, I haven't tried Exposed. There's so many swatches that I doubt you guys would really care about seeing this one. And then I have another little box back here. So like I said, they had a 20% off sale, so I kind of went crazy and got a lot of the velvets. I tried Commando like a month ago and like fell in love with the formula way more than the lip kits, but obviously they're not as long wearing, but they still stay on like a pretty decent amount of time. So I will probably do a lip swatch video of these guys, but I do really like that, so stay tuned. That will probably be the next video up, and I'll probably do that on Friday. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna actually do it after this, or should I actually change my clothes and you know, do it a different day, or pretend it's a different day. I don't know yet. So but no, I'll probably do that tomorrow because I don't feel like I just don't feel like doing it. And my lights died. which I just got this in January. There they go.
Mowgli? No.
Okay. So, oh, I got another one. Oh, I got Coco K. We'll see if this is too bright for me. I don't know if it's gonna match my skin tone. But it was something I don't really have a lot of like light pinks in my collection, so I wanted to try that out. But if you guys do want to see a lip swatch video of the Kylie lip kits I have, I'm happy to do it. I just know that there's a lot out there, so I don't want to bore you with those. Whereas the Velvets, I feel like I have a hard time finding like lip swatches with someone with my skin tone. So, and that's usually what I try to look for. I'm gonna shut the door or go kill a dog. No, I would never do that, but I'm gonna shut the door. Okay. Last product I got was Dolce K, and I just got the liquid lipstick because I feel like I looked up swatches online, and if you have like brown lip liners, or I have like the Kat Von D Bow and Arrow, which it's compared to, so I figured I could probably still make this work. And then if I, you know, end up loving it, maybe later down the line I'll get the lip liner with it. So, on to the things that I wanted to try in the video. Sorry about all my rambling, but I got a concealer. So this is what I was worried about picking a shade. So I thought about ordering the KKW like new concealer bake brighten blah 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 kit, and by the time I kind of just like, one, I was mad because I was like, why is there no free shipping on when you spend a certain amount? Like, that drives me insane. I can imagine how people who don't live here feel, and I'm sure the shipping costs are crazy, but like I'm just one of those people that I'm just like, if the shipping is more than $5, like I have a really hard time spending that money. And it was like still gonna be $9 to ship to Arizona, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna end up doing it. By the time I like debated all this stuff and said I'm not gonna do it, everything was sold out. So, and two, I couldn't decide what color. Like I feel like, I don't know if anybody else ever thinks this, but like I watched Kim and Mario's video, and I kind of felt like her undertones, like, to me, like she's tan, and I feel like she might have a pinky, like not a pinky, like a yellow undertone. And instead it was like he used the pink undertone stuff, and like I don't think that's gonna work for me. I think I have to use the yellow, but then the yellow is like row 3, and I'm just like, I don't think that I'm that. I don't know, I was just really confused about the shades. And then when you watch reviews of like YouTubers that got the kits, they use like combination, and I'm like, I can't afford to spend, you know, buy 2 of everything. So I've been like looking online, it's like match your forearms, and if your veins are green, then you're probably like a yellow undertone. So I don't know, I'm still confused about what to get. If any of you guys end up getting those, please let me know what shade you got, what you did, because I'm a little bit confused. But I did get the Kylie one. This is what the packaging looks like. And I got the shade Sand, which could be super light. But I watched, again, like I tried to find reviews and stuff like that, and a lot of people were like, oh, you need this shade if you're trying to brighten, blah, blah, blah. Like, so it's gonna be a hit or miss. And we will see. So this is what it looks like in the tube. You get, how much do you get on here? Guys, I don't know. Okay, you get 0.22 ounces, and it's $20 a piece. I think she constantly has like a get 2 for $30, so then they become 15. And then I only got one because it was 20% off. So these are a better deal than the KKW ones as far as the amount of products you get. I have no idea if they're similar, obviously, but we will see if I like this. So, and the thing was, I feel like a lot of hers too said like peachy undertones. I wonder if this is the receipt where I could, what if it says something about it? No, it does not. So it doesn't really have a description on there, but I don't feel like this was a yellow undertone. I think it's more of like a pink undertone. And like I said, it's the shade Sand. So, okay, let's just see. I will do a swatch for you guys. That is the shade. So it does look light. I do like a brightened under eye, so I'm not counting it out yet. All right. let's do that. I don't do a whole lot of, I like how I just said that and I put so much on. I don't know why. It just seemed like, I don't know. It's new and I went crazy. Okay. I already did dampen my beauty blender. Let me grab a mirror. Okay, zoomed you guys in so you guys could see a little bit better as far as the shade and what I'm actually doing. Alright, so I already dampened my beauty blender. Like I said, it's more of a peachy than a yellow undertone, so I guess we'll see if I like it. And then I'll know what to do. It feels nice. I'm not like the world's pickiest about concealers just because I don't feel like I have like the worst under eyes unless it's been like a super long night or something. But it also doesn't feel like the most creamy thing I've ever felt. Like it's not bad. It's not, I wouldn't say I have a necessarily, look at that zit on the top of my head. But it did brighten. Like I'm not mad I got this shade. So I guess I would recommend if you are someone who likes more of a full coverage. I don't think it's full. I mean, I can try to build, I guess I'll try to build it just for you guys. But this is probably all I would do day to day. Like I don't go in with a super heavy hand when it comes to concealer. So a lot of people have been asking me like why, I like how I say a lot, but like those that have followed me are just kind of like, why don't you know, do more in-depth makeup tutorials and stuff like that. But like I have a tiny camera. I just started YouTube, so I'm just kind of working with what I have, and I don't want to start like filming things that you guys can't even see. So I mean, I'd be happy to try, but that's why. Like once I get better lighting and you know, all that stuff, then I'd be happy to do that. But at this point, I'm still trying to figure out what people are interested in, getting comfortable with the camera, all that stuff. And it's like, you know, there's no manual for how to do this. So sometimes I'm just like, have some patience. I'm trying, I'm learning, and you know, I'll get there. But right now, you know, we'll see. So I do actually really like that. It did, once I applied two layers, it does go on, you know, it does go on more full coverage. So I'm not mad at this. Is it like as full coverage as the Tarte Shape Tape? No, but I feel like that's the concealer everybody compares to because it's so full coverage, and I don't need that every day. Like I will do that when I'm going out, but for every day, I don't need that type of coverage. So, or maybe I do need that type of coverage and I just don't care. Or you know what I mean? Like, cause I don't generally wear foundation every day. I just wear concealer. So I don't need something that's gonna make my face like, it just doesn't look as good when you don't have a whole bunch of makeup on kind of thing. So this is what the concealer looks like. I'm gonna do my bronzer and come back, and then we will get into the wet set, which is the other thing I ordered. So I will be right back. Okay, so I just finished up my eye makeup. I did use the Jaclyn Hill palette for everything I did on my eyes, in case you guys were wondering, and I used ColourPop bronzer. But I don't know, I think I just, with the lip color and the whole autumn thing, I just decided that I was gonna do an autumn type thing and use yellows and oranges and that kind of thing. But let's get into the exciting thing. So this is what started this whole order. One, because there was a sale, and then two, because she came back out with the wet set, which I think she made permanent now. And it's the one that came out in the summer. Okay, it just says the wet set pressed illuminating powder. And at first, when I first saw that video, that was obviously before I started ordering products from her, but she, you know, I'd seen reviews on it and I was like, oh, I want it. But then it was 62 bucks and I was just like, no, I don't want it that bad. Like, that's a super high-end highlighting palette. Like, when I think of like other ones I have from like Anastasia, they're like 40 bucks, or like, you know, all the ones I have are between 40 and 50. I think the most expensive one I have is probably the Hourglass, like the ambient lighting trio, but that's a brand that you expect it to be higher end, so you expect that price. But with hers, I'm just like, I can't even return this. Like, there's no way I'm gonna get that palette. So I only got it because it was on sale. And it came packaged. So I haven't even opened this yet. But I was very happy that it came with all this foam. So hopefully it's fine, because like the other ones that just came with like lipsticks, they're just kind of thrown in there. There's like one tiny little piece of this and I don't even know what the hell it does. So, all right. So you get done with that and then it comes in an envelope, I guess. So that's fun. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Hopefully there's nothing else in there. I don't think so. So this is what the packaging looks like. The Wet Set Pressed Illuminating Powder. You get 11 grams, which, I mean, to be honest, I've never ran out of a highlighting palette or like any of the shades in a highlighting palette. So I'm not too worried about the amount, but they look like it's going to be a pretty decent size. So this is what it comes in. And I don't know why now I've been feeling all their things, because the velvets, like the new ones, they come in like a, like the lettering is velvet. So anyways, I don't know why I care. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So it's not bad or anything like that. It's good that it has this protector over it, because if you guys can see that, it obviously needs it, which I don't usually keep or need. So I guess with this formula you kind of do. I heard that it kind of feels like the ColourPop shadows. Like I'm not gonna do the thing where I dip my finger in, because it was still expensive, 20% off, but still, I'm not gonna do that. But I will do, ooh, it does feel nice. It feels really cool actually. So I will swatch the shades for you guys. It is literally wet. It's pretty cool. So I mean, you definitely see yourself, like as soon as you swatch it, like the pan already looks like super used, which is fine. It's not a big deal. There we go. Okay, so this is Privacy Please. This is Unbothered. This is Do Not Disturb, which looks pink. Yeah. And then Get Away. Get away. Get away. Not like get away. Like get away. Like a vacation. Which I really want to do. Okay. So those are the 4 shades, which they do look really pretty. Some of the reviews I did watch when trying to decide if I wanted to buy this, they said you can really use a brush. I will demonstrate with a brush first so that you guys can get a good idea in case you haven't seen this. And then, okay. Pressing toe grabs, and I got it. So, now I'm gonna wipe that off because I just grabbed it off the floor. And I have dogs, which get hair everywhere. So, okay. So I think for my skin tone, I think let's go in with Unbothered. So I'm gonna try to actually go in with this Morphe M510 brush just to see. And I don't have anything highlighter or anything on right now, so. I mean, it goes on. It's just not like a blinding highlight, I guess. Okay, so let's try, we're gonna try with a damp sponge. Okay, let's do that. So that's with a damp sponge compared to that side. All right, let's go with the finger. Which is funny that some products now say like go in with your finger, because I remember my friends making so much fun of me when I probably didn't start using makeup brushes until like 3 or 4 years ago. Before that I used my fingers for everything and they were like, that's disgusting, how could you do that, blah 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 blah. And now there's so many products that are like, use your finger, and I'm like, see, I was onto something. All right. And my sisters still do that, and actually I yell at them now too, because I'm like, but you don't understand how much better it could look. Okay. So yes, finger is the way to go. Do you guys see? Ooh, okay. Now I like this. At first I was a little bit like, this was a mistake. It was a mistake. But now, okay, here, I'll go this way. All right. So I'm actually gonna mix the Getaway with Unbothered, because I think for my skin tone, I think I'll just like that better than the other two shades. But yeah, if you just glide it over, the formula feels super nice and it is wet. And I like this type of highlight, like a lot. Like I'm okay with it with the sale price. Would I pay regular price? If you have money, yes. But if you're kind of like me and you already have other palettes, like I don't think you need to pay $62 for it. I think with the sale price under $50, then yes, it's very pretty. And I feel like because of this formula, like sometimes powders, like I said, I don't wear foundation often, so I feel like I could still wear this like without foundation and not look like a crazy person. Like I think the formula blends really well into your skin, so I don't think you need that. So I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit, or a lot of it, and that way you guys can see me put on, well, one, you can see how the concealer's sitting. Now it's been like 20 minutes and I don't see it creasing. I mean, I'm pretty happy with the shade I picked, which I was surprised with, because like I said, I had such a hard time trying to decide what shade to pick. But let's do the inner corner, and I'm gonna go in with Privacy Please, and again, I'm just gonna use my finger, which I have fat fingers, so it could be entertaining. All right. I'm trying to make sure I go closer to you guys so you guys can actually see, but look how pretty that is. Ooh, yes, yes. I will go down my nose for the purpose of this video, but I don't usually do that. So let's go. I'm not gonna do Not Disturb because it's pink and I don't feel like this look goes with it. So let's do brow bone. We'll stay with Privacy Please. And I think you just have to be careful if you have smaller fingers, but you know, everyone makes fun of me because I have my ugly nails and I don't have fake nails, but I can do this. And people with nails, you're gonna have a really hard time not poking yourself in the eye. Or that's what I tell myself for the reasoning why I don't have fake nails. It's because I can't do anything with them. Okay, but I'm really impressed by this. So let's go, we'll go down, we'll do Unbothered. We'll go down the bridge of the nose. Okay, so this is the final look, just so you guys can see up close again, the concealer, how it's sitting. I don't see any creasing. I don't really have a lot of trouble with that though anyway. There's no, I haven't tried a concealer that like I feel like I absolutely hate, other than like ones where I'm just like I got the wrong shade in. But I'm not mad at this. I don't have any negative things to say. But to be honest, I have not tried a lot of drugstore ones to like compare it to as far as that. But when it comes to my high end, I would say it kind of sits like the Naked Skin. Like it's not as thick as like Tarte Shape Tape. One of my favorites is the Nars Creamy Concealer, and those are a little bit thicker. But I do really like this. Like I think I'd use this shade for like every day when I'm not wearing a full face of makeup or just daytime makeup. But anyways, the highlighter though, look how pretty that is. I'm like super impressed by this little thing. So I am really happy that I got this, and I thought I was gonna really regret it. Why does the sun come out at the end of my freaking video? Where was it before? Overall thoughts? I think for, if there's another big sale, or you know, another sale, then yes, I do think that this is definitely worth it. I think it's gorgeous. Like I would compare it to, it is that wet look. I don't own any of the ColourPop like highlighters. I really just own like a lot of the Super Shock shadows. But it is like comparable in the way that it feels, but it went on super nice with a finger. I think you have to use a finger or, you know, maybe a sponge, but we kind of tried that out and I just felt like this was the best way. And it's a lot like, I don't know if I had to compare it, it is kind of like the metallic like ambient strobing lights, but I really like this. And I'll probably try to test them out with eyeshadows as well as eyeshadows. But yeah, if it's on sale, I'd pick it up. Like, I don't think you'd regret picking it up at all, unless you're someone who doesn't like to use your fingers, and then you're gonna have a problem. But yeah, under 50 bucks worth it. Over, too much Kylie. No, just because I decided there's a price where you have to say like, no, I'm not willing to do that. Anyways, the concealer, I actually really like. Oh, and I guess I gotta put this thing back in, because like I said before, look how dirty this is, and this was before it was even used, and now I'm a little bit scared of like how it's going to sit, I guess. And you know what I mean, like moving around in a bag or something. So I'll put that back in there, which is kind of annoying because I lose those things. I'm gonna try really hard not to. Concealer, again, I got the shade Sand. I'm light, medium, and Tarte Shape Tape. It all depends on how you like your concealer. I do like a brightening one. I just, you know, like I usually do about a few shades lighter than my skin tone. But it was super hard to decide. Like, I usually try to go on pages where like people have similar skin tones, and I've seen people that look like they have my skin tone that go all the way down like that other like bracket into like oak and stuff like that. So it's kind of up to you about what you like. I don't feel like this is too brightening. Again, let me know if any of you guys are getting the KKW ones and what you think of that. I don't know if I'm gonna get the concealer because I don't need one. It's 18 bucks and it's less product than this. So, yeah, I don't know. And then two, I'm just confused about the shade range. Like, I felt like I watched so many different people with, or not so many because there's not that many, but like people with my skin tone that were like going from shade 5 all the way to shade like 10, and I'm just like, what? Like, how? I don't get it. And I think like I need the yellow. I think the yellow looks good on me. Let me know by looking at me if you would say I have yellow skin tone, like undertones, because I think I do. I don't think I have peach. I think I'm yellow. So, but again, it was on Google, so you know, who knows if that's right. Overall though, I did really like the products I got. Obviously I said I haven't tried those lip kits. I don't know if you guys would even be interested in that because I know that they're everywhere. But I will do a swatch video of the velvets because I felt like I couldn't really find a lot of people with my skin tone trying them on. So I will do that one. I hope you guys are interested in this. I know I didn't get it right away, but you know, sometimes you gotta wait. Sometimes you gotta wait for a paycheck, and it's just that feeling of like, ugh, like when I can't return something, I don't like it. Like, I'm super happy that I like this and it worked out for me, but if it didn't, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be upset today. So thanks guys so much for watching. Thank you if you stayed with me through all my ranting in general throughout this video. Ooh, I should do the collarbone. I'll do that in a second. You guys can stay after and see how it works. But anyways, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks guys so much for watching. Thank you for your patience. Just try to understand I'm, you know, getting used to everything, trying to figure out my lighting situation. Didn't help that those lights died. And then, you know, so it's gonna take me some time. But I'll learn and, you know, we'll work it out. So thanks so much for your guys' support, and I will see you guys in my next video. And please let me know what products you recommend from Kylie, products that you hated. I'm always interested in your guys' thoughts. Most of your guys' thoughts. There's some weirdos, for sure, that I have found that have come out of the woodwork to my channel, which I'm like, why me? I barely have anybody. Why did they find me? So, but everybody else, thanks so much for your support, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Oh, did I even finish my thought on the vanity thing? I don't know. But no, my lights died, and I got this thing in January, so I'm kind of like, how'd they die already? I don't use them that often. So I guess I'll order more bulbs on Amazon, but I'm kind of mad. And that's why it's so dark, so I'm sorry about that.